Erie Lowe's with me today. I have my associates Matt and Travis here, and we've been asked to talk to you guys about some basics of fixing drywall. Of course, to be able to show you guys how to fix drywall, we have to show you the kind of holes that we're going to be working on. We're going to show you 4 basic patches today. The first one will be something relatively common. Everybody's done it once in a while. You go to drive a nail, maybe you're all thumbs, and when you do it, you get that kind of reaction. The next one's going to be if you've ever had an angry, disgruntled teenager or a big argument, you come stomping out of the room, go to slam the door. He's not that angry, young man. Travis is mad. Also, of course, every now and then you get something where you're moving a large piece of furniture, a dresser, or something like that. That's where you're going to have some damage where you dent it. It's not exactly a perfect break. It's not all the way through. Are you guys mad enough to do this, or? Oh, fine. Something like that. And then the final one is you always got that guy who thinks he's a little bit tougher than a wall. Travis is a very tough guy.
Oh, wow.
So, as you can see, we have varying size of holes. We have stuff that's relatively small that's going to be easy to fix. We have a little bit bigger. We've got the teen angst, and then we've got the dumb college kid. First one we're going to do, Matt's going to start off. For this hole here, we're going to use a pre-made little patch. This has an adhesive back to it. It also has a metal mesh to it. That's going to give it a little bit of strength. The idea when you go to do drywall, to do the repair using some joint compound, you want to make sure that you put it on and you're going to feather it about 2-3 inches out past the actual end of the patch. That's what Travis is about to do. He's using just a lightweight joint compound with a 4-inch blade drywall knife. One of the things when you're using joint compound, you don't want to worry. You don't want to sit there and work it over and over and over again. So he's going to get enough on there. He's going to feather it out. The reason that you feather it out is because you're going to try to blend it in as much as possible. You don't want to see that big plateau of your joint compound sticking out after you paint it. Also, when you're using these pre-made patches, you want to make sure that you cover them completely, because otherwise you'll actually get that mesh pattern to come right through the joint compound. And when you paint over it, it'll look like gauze right there. The next one we're going to do for a slightly larger hole is we're going to use a drywall plug. This is similar to doing there's a way you can patch drywall with an extra piece of drywall called a California patch. Okay. This is a little bit easier. You have to have a little bit more skill if you're actually cutting it yourself. When you use this, you can see there's a bit of paper here, just like the drywall has on it, and a little bit of drywall right behind it. We're going to cut the hole so that this little plug fits right into it, and then that paper is going to give a little bit of ability for it to be smoothed out, give it a better appearance. Now on something like this, we're just going to use a drywall knife, or not a drywall knife, I'm sorry, a utility knife. We're going to score it all the way around, a little bit bigger than the trays. And of course, remember, utility knives are sharp, so be careful. We'll see how sharp they are here in a few seconds. As you can see, he's not trying to cut all the way through the drywall, we're just scoring the surface here. And now we're going to use a little drywall saw. Now one thing, whenever you work with drywall, the walls seem to fall apart, especially your trim, so always have a spare piece lying around. But what you want to do is cut from the hole out to your score line, and what that's going to do is make it nice and easy to be bent back and forth and snapped right off. what he's going to do is just clean up the hole a little bit. He wants to have enough so that he can fit this in. It doesn't need to be a super tight fit. You want to have a little bit of play to it.